Today we are going to build a Telegram bot that sends a PDF file when the user clicks a button. This is the simplest version of bot. I will show you how to create it. It is absolutely for beginners. Basic knowledge of Python code is enough.
Search for bot for the in Telegram. Click on the bot for the that has only the version. Now when you click on the start button, it shows the list of commands. It shows the list of commands. Click on the new bot. Give the name of the button as you wish. I am giving lazy brain bot. Enter. Next the username. Username should be unique. Lazy brain bot. Yeah, successfully created. And copy the token. This is very useful to talk with the Telegram bot. Okay, this is the mediator between our Python code and our bot. Okay.
Before diving into the code, first install the packages that are Python Telegram bot and AIO HTTP. Python Telegram bot is used to control the Telegram bot and AIO HTTP is used to calling the asynchronous functions that are required to download the files. First, we have to import the necessary functions from the packages that are required. I'm typing import final. The final function is used to make the variable constant. From Telegram, import updates, only update, and inline keyboard buttons and inline keyboard markup. And from telegram.ext, import application, command handler, callback query handler. Now, after importing the necessary functions, now let us initialize the constants. As we know, we have copied the token of our bot from demo session, right? So now store the token in the variable name token. Token equal to bot token and bot username equal to, you can bot profile, you can find the username here, copy the username and paste it here. After that, initialize the base URL of the drive URL that is used to download the file. Drive URL equal to https drive.google.com/uc question mark export equal to download, condition is id equal to. In this place we place our drive file URL, sorry, drive file id. You can understand this meaning of this base URL when we write the code for the download function. Token is a constant that cannot be changed in the middle of the program, so we have to set the token to final so that in the middle of the program token cannot be changed, and bot username also and drive URL also. Yeah, after initializing the constants and importing the necessary functions from the packages, now let us write the code for the start command. Let's initialize the a function for start command. As we are doing asynchronous functions, we use async def start command update command constant. So I forgot to get the function name of context types. Context types, yeah. So let's write a simple code to understand how a command is working. As we are doing asynchronous function, for the reply message we use await. Update dot message dot reply in the text format. We are sending the text that we want as a response for the start command. For example, let's take a hello, my name is lazy brain bot. Now let's call this in main function. Def main app equal to application dot builder dot token and send the token as the parameter. and dot build close parenthesis and app dot add handler command handler open parenthesis. For command handler, we are sending the two parameters. First one is the command that user sends. You can write any command here. For start command, that is user send start, we are calling the function start command function. So for start command function is called. Okay. Here we call the main function. Save the file and run the code. Yes, now it's successfully running. Open the Telegram bot. As I already sent 3 start commands, it's giving the hello, my name is lazy brain bot. So now again let's send the start command. Yeah, it is giving the response as a hello, my name is lazy brain bot. Okay. Now let us create another command so that you can understand it. Let's create another function for stop command. And send the messages when the stop command is hit. Lazy brain bot is stopped. And also to handle the commands, we write the command handler in main function. So for stop command, call the stop command function. Let me quickly save the function and run the code. Yeah, successfully running. After successfully running the code, let's give the command stop. Yeah, our bot is working. I have written this code for the understanding purpose. Now let's write the code to show the buttons when start command is hit. Let's build the all. First, let's create a file that contains the ID of our file, Google Drive file. Make sure to give access to anyone with this link. Okay. Button one. Buttons equal to in array inline keyboard button. And your button, comma callback equal to button for button in file. Now keyboard equal to inline keyboard markup and sending the button. Await update dot message dot replying text format and select the and give the message as select the button with the text attach the keyboard. That is our buttons. So now let's write the code for the when user select that button. Here we are goal is to when user select the button, we are showing two options. One is if when user clicks the one button, if the data contains nested data, so you have to show that button also. At the end, if there is no nested data, I mean like here we are writing button one as a key and the ID as a value. What if in button one there is another button, okay, inner button for understanding purpose, and we give the URL. So URL. Okay. So what if the data is like this? So to adopt that type of data also, we are writing the code now in handle section function. Async definition handle selection update context types dot default type query equal to update dot callback query. This line of code holds the what button was clicked. I mean like button 1 or clicked, button 2 or clicked, button 3 or clicked. So this line of code store that data in query. If we click button 1, so query stores the button 1 is clicked. Okay, await query dot answer. Now query dot answer means it tells the Telegram we received the button click. Okay, data equal to query dot data dot split off. Now we are splitting the data to handle the nested selections. I mean, if button 1 is clicked, inner button is there. So to handle that type of data, we are splitting the data. Pointer equal to file. File. We are starting from the root file. For key in data. So this is data. Okay. If key in pointer, check if key exists in current level. Okay. Pointer equal to pointer array of key. Now we are going to the next level if key in that pointer. If key in pointer, pointer is the file, right? Else await message dot reply text of invalid selection. Okay. Now another one is if we reach the end of that data, I mean like if we go to this button one and reach the inner button, we get the ID, right? So we have to send that ID to the another function to download it. Okay. Now here we are sending the data with these instance of pointer comma str. This means this line tells the we reached a file ID. ID means this one. Await download send file. This is the file we declare. We are writing the download and send file in another function. Okay, so now we are sending the data update comma context comma and we are sending the pointer that is file dot join of data that we have splitted at starting of the function. Now here we are joining the data and sending it to the download and send file function. So there is another exception that what if four buttons are there, Telegram will show it if four or five. So if more buttons are there, it give the option show more buttons. So let's create buttons for next level. For key in pointer dot keys callback data equal to query dot data underscore key. Next button dot append inline keyboard button. The button text is key. This is called keys. As you know, these are keys and these are the values, right? In dictionary format. Okay. No, remove these brackets. Okay. Next, the buttons text be the key on callback data equal to callback data. Think next keyboard equal to inline keyboard markup of buttons await query dot message dot edit text. Let's give text of choose a button and attach the buttons to this text. Reply markup equal to keyboard. Now let's write the code for download send file function. Okay. Give a comment. Code for download and send file. Async function download send file common update context tags dot default tag file id with the string label str url equal to what is the url drive url plus file id. Here what happens, the url is this one. So we are concatenating here, we are concatenating drive url plus file id. File id means when user clicks button 1, it gives the inner button as an option, that means another button. So when user clicks inner button, we are send, as this is the end of the data, end of the label, now we are sending the id. That id is file id, so we are concatenating that id here. So id equal to this file id. Okay, we also have to send the name of the file after download it, right? So for that we store the file name as label name is the file name, right? So show the .pdf extension also. Message equal to await update dot message dot reply text of downloading file name Now let's write the main logic part for downloading files and accessing the URLs and doing asynchronous functions, right? So from AO HTTP import client session and client timeout. Okay. Now let's write the code for main logic, that is downloading and sending file to the user. So try timeout equal to client timeout of total equal to 60. So here we are setting the timeout for downloading. That means if more than 60 seconds taken for downloading, we show the error. Okay. Async with client session timeout equal to timeout hash session. Here we are creating a synchronous function to get requests. Async with session dot get URL as response. Here we are making the get request to download the file. If response dot status is not equal to 200, notify the user. That is await message dot edit text. That means we are not sending the new text. We are editing the text already there. Okay. So edit text failed to download. One of that return to the operation that fails. Or else content equal to await response dot read the content of the file with open file name comma wb as a save the content of a file f dot write content with open file name, comma rb as f. Here it opens the file and send to the user. Await context dot bot dot send document chart id. The chart id is update dot callback query dot message dot chart id, comma document equal to f, comma file name equal to file name. So at this point of code, we are successfully get the response from the bot, that is PDF, but the PDF is stored in your local system. Here what the process happens is, when user click on a button, based on the ID, the PDF is downloaded in local system. But if there are more PDFs, it occupies more amount of storage in your local system. So to remove files when PDF is downloaded, we are using OS module. So import os.remove. What we have to remove? We have to remove the file that user asked, that is file name. Now after successfully send the file, we give a reply, that is bot is replied as successfully sent. Await msg dot edit text of successfully sent. Let's add exceptions, that is if we get any errors, except exception as await msg dot edit text of error e. We convert the error into string format. Yeah. Here I forgot to write msg. When user click on start button gives the buttons, right? So to handle that, when user click on the button, we also have to call the handle function, app dot add handler, callback handler, directly calling the handle selection. So when user select any button, this function is called. App dot run dot polling, it starts the bot and listens for updates. That means whatever the user do, it updates it. Okay. So let's save it and run the code. When I click on start button, it is giving the button 1. In that, choose an option. So here you see, first it saves in your local system. After sending it to the user, it removes the file from the local system. In this way, OS dot remove is useful. What if, let's give the ID to the button 1. Save it and let's click start button again. Print button. Save and again run it. First ELS. Okay. Save it and run it. Start button. So when I click the button 1, it is not going into the options because